In a quiet African village surrounded by tall trees, golden fields, and ancient traditions, there lived a woman named Amara. To everyone in the village, Amara and her husband Kato seemed like the perfect couple. They smiled together at celebrations. They walked together through the market. They greeted their neighbors with kindness. But behind the walls of their beautiful home, something dark was happening. Every night before sleeping, Kato prepared 2 cups of tea. 1 cup for himself. 1 cup for his wife. And every night, Amara noticed something strange. After drinking her tea, she became weak. Her body felt heavy. Her mind became cloudy. At first, she thought it was sickness. She visited the village healer, who examined her carefully. The healer looked into her eyes and asked, "Amara, when do you begin feeling this weakness?" She replied, "Every night after I drink the tea my husband prepares." The healer became silent. Then she whispered, "Sometimes danger does not come from strangers. Sometimes it sits beside you at your own table." Amara returned home with a troubled heart. She did not want to believe her husband could harm her. Kato was the man she trusted. The man she built a family with. The man who promised to protect her. But something inside her told her to pay attention. That night, Kato walked into the room carrying 2 cups of tea. He smiled. "My love, your tea is ready." Amara smiled back. But this time, she did not drink immediately. She watched carefully. Kato placed 1 cup in front of her and took the other. Then he looked away. Amara quietly switched the cups. She took his cup. And she placed hers in front of him. Kato did not notice. A few minutes passed. Then something shocking happened. Kato suddenly became uncomfortable. His eyes became heavy. He struggled to stand. Amara watched in silence. Her heart was breaking. The man who claimed to love her had been preparing something dangerous for her. But she needed proof. She needed to know why. From that day forward, Amara continued switching their cups every night. 1 night became 1 week. 1 week became 1 month. 1 month became 3 months. During those 3 months, Kato became weaker and weaker. He could not understand what was happening. He visited healers. He searched for answers. But he never suspected the truth. The very thing he prepared for his wife was returning to him. Meanwhile, Amara stayed calm. She pretended she knew nothing. She collected information. She watched his behavior. And she discovered something even more painful. Kato was not acting alone. He had been listening to the advice of a jealous relative who wanted Amara gone. The relative had convinced him, "Your wife is becoming too powerful. Remove her before she brings shame to the family." Kato allowed jealousy and greed to poison his heart. He forgot the woman who stood beside him during his hardest days. After 3 months, Amara decided it was time. She invited the village elders to her home. Kato arrived, confused. "What is happening?" he asked. Amara looked at him calmly. "For 3 months, you believed you were secretly destroying me." The room became silent. "But you forgot one thing," she continued. "You were not the only one drinking those cups." Kato's face changed. The elders looked at him with disappointment. Amara explained everything. She showed them the evidence she had gathered. The village was shocked. The man everyone respected had hidden a terrible secret. The elders turned to Kato. "Why would you harm the person who shared your life with you?" Kato lowered his head. He had no answer. His own actions had exposed him. Amara did not celebrate his downfall. She simply said, "I did not win because I wanted revenge. I survived because I refused to ignore the truth." The village remembered her story for generations. Parents told their children, "Trust is precious, but wisdom is protection." And the greatest lesson from Amara's story was this: never allow love to make you blind. Never ignore the signs that something is wrong, and never underestimate the quiet person who observes everything. Because sometimes, the person you think is powerless has already discovered the truth. This is African Tales Arising, where every story carries a lesson. A lesson about courage. A lesson about wisdom. And a lesson about the strength hidden inside ordinary people. Subscribe for powerful African stories.